From the fullness of the heart, the mouth speaks. Affirm the future you want to have. Your words are very powerful. They are a vibratory force. Now, some people think that sounds somewhat ridiculous. But think about this. Your words come from your thoughts. Your thoughts are things. Your thoughts are a vibratory force also. And when you put voice to thought, it becomes more powerful of a force. If you don't believe this, next time you're talking to one of your associates or your friends, take a look at what's going on in their life, if you know them well, and see if what they're saying doesn't line up with the type of life that they're living. Because your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. What you speak, you create. Now, some people don't believe that because it doesn't happen immediately. The same as they don't believe what goes around comes around, karma, you reap what you sow, because it doesn't happen immediately in the manifest world, in the world of what we call reality. But you have to change your thinking and consider the thought and the verbalization is the real, the only reality there is. And when it manifests in the outer world, it is but a reflection of the reality. Because the only thing that's going to exist when what is made from a thought or created from a person, which began with this thought, is the thought. Because the creation will pass away. Everything you see will pass away, but thoughts are eternal. Do you ever wonder where some of the thoughts that you think come to your mind? They come from seemingly nowhere, out of the blue. Because there are millions and billions, trillions of thoughts in the etheric universe, we'll call it that. And you catch them according to the vibration that you're living in. I know some people think this is esoteric bullshit, but if they would look at their lives, but most people don't contemplate their lives. If they would look at their dominant thinking patterns during the day, and then see what's reflecting back to them in their outer world, what is in their environment, the people, the places, and the things, they would realize that their thoughts correspond with their outer world and their environment and the way they feel. But the reason most people don't want to do that is because that gives them complete responsibility for everything that happens to them. They are to blame, so to speak. And it's much more pleasurable and easy to blame someone else. The result of that is you're a victim. I prefer to be a victor rather than a victim. I can't control my outer world directly, immediately, but I can control my inner world and my thoughts. The kingdom of heaven is within. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You are the king of your kingdom. And that kingdom is on the inside of you, and it begins within your mind, and it will be reflected in your outer world. Doesn't happen overnight. People who say affirmations don't work, when you ask them how long they've used them, I did it for a week, or I did it for a month. But if they would stop and think, they've been affirming their failure and lack of success for years. But they don't realize that. And then they expect, when they start saying a few positive affirmations, for things to change overnight. First off, if it were that easy, everyone would do it. Second, it's not that easy. It takes time. It took you time to get to where you are. Just like if you gain a lot of weight, you're not going to go to the gym one day and lose it, or even a week, because it took you years to gain that weight. It took you years to acquire the personality that you have and the thought patterns, habits, and processes that you have. But you, as the king of your kingdom, have the power to change that whenever you desire. You just have to be resolute, determined, and persistent, and you can change it. And you change your world. First on the inner, then the outer reflects what's on the inner. To try to change your outer world without first changing your consciousness, your inner world, is like trying to fix my hair by touching the mirror. As ridiculous as that sounds, people do that every day with their lives. They're trying to fix everything out there. Many people say, I want peace in the world, but they have no peace within themselves. What did Gandhi say? You want to change the world? Begin with yourself. That's where everything begins and ends. You are the Alpha and the Omega of your world and your universe because you experience it all within your mind, in your kingdom, within your brain, in your ears, your mind. It's all within you. Are you seeing me out there? You think you are, but you're seeing me in there. Everything happens within your mind. It's all your perception of reality. That's why reality is different for all people. The next time you're arguing with someone over some specific point, don't think that he's wrong, because he's not wrong. He just perceives it differently than you. Neither one of you are wrong. Let me give you an example. There's a PT boat out on the ocean, and a Japanese destroyer comes up to destroy the PT boat. The gunner shoots the man getting ready to shoot the cannon at the American PT boat. So he kills the guy with the cannon, and everybody on the PT boat cheers, and the destroyer turns away and goes away. Okay, they were all happy, and of course, the destroyer boat was unhappy, and that man's family is very sad because they don't have a father and a husband anymore. Now, which one of those is good or bad? Well, if you're an American, you say, well, that was good that they killed the guy with the cannon. But if you're a Japanese, which is the type of ship it was, it's bad. So it's all relative, just as your truth is relative to the way you perceive it and which side of the fence you're standing on. You can apply that situation to many different things that happen in your life. You don't know what's good or bad. You think you do, but you really don't. We consider good when something happens that we want, that we desire. We consider something bad when it's something we think we don't want or we don't think we desire. But many times down the road, what we thought was bad a week ago, we'll realize that it was good. Or was it good? Maybe 2 weeks later, we realize it was bad. So it's all a perception. It's all the way you view the truth. Right, wrong. Why is it okay to murder? And you think, oh, Mark, it's not okay. Well, if you're in war, it is. What's the difference? Oh, in war, the government says, these people are bad, you must eliminate them. But if you're here in your country and someone kills your family, and then you go find them a week later and you kill them, then you're considered a murderer. So which of those is good or bad and right and wrong? It depends which side of the fence you're standing on, how you perceive it, how society perceives it, how the world perceives it. All cultures look at things differently. You need to travel out of the country so you can get a view of the world from other people's perceptions. That's all I got for tonight. Share this with a friend. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Thank you to my 1,661 subscribers. We are growing fast, and we're going to make a difference in the world. Pass on what I'm sharing to you. That's what was told to me years ago. Mark, just pass this on like I'm passing it on to you, and that's what I'm doing. Take care.